Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Day 4. Day 4. So day 4. I'm gonna do the carpeting. I keep procrastinating about. Get that finished. Gonna take off this U trim and just crack on with it. Really, gonna work it up from the bottom and then over the top. I've just done a couple of errands this morning. I've got some new split cable conduit, flexi conduit, to hide the cables. Because the one I bought was only 10mm. I should have bought 20mm. So it's a complete waste of money. Something else to go up the skip. I don't need it. So I'll be feeding that through. Bit of joy on that. What else is about? Oh, I bought some more lug nuts for the battery because I wrecked one. And I think there's very limited supply of them in the kit. So they assume you're going to get it right the first time. So I just got a couple of spares. So I'm going to get that done. And then check this panel out on the side, fit the light fit into it, and then reposition it because it's not sitting in the right place because the door arm is not feeding through into the hole. It's actually rubbing against the carpet, so it's not fitting properly. So I'm going to realign that as well today. And then once I've got that done, oh yeah, I've got to carpet the wheel arch on that side. So I think the first job then really is tidying up. Nice little surprise in the post today. Brand new interior. Stay out, man. Brand new interior light covers for the back. Brand spanking new. The ones I looked at the scrapyard yesterday, they were a bit ropey looking anyway. I was tempted and I was a bit pissed off. I could have probably got them for a tenner. But these are brand new on eBay for this vehicle. VW-T4 9203 2003. Anyway, right. Move this rock and roll bed out of the way. Push it down a bit. Carpet the wheel arch. Let's do that first. Because I've got another, I think about 5 meters, and the length of this interior is 2.7 meters. So it gives me scope to cover the front, where I keep a bit for the front cab and do the sides down all around here. I think I'll probably just piece those together. Oh, and I bought some Velcro. That's to stick on the front. Look at that, like a glove. That's to stick on the front of the rock and roll bed because they do supply a panel, and I might as well just use Velcro, so if I ever do want to take it off, I'll just Velcro both sides. Get that locked in. Alright, nice sunny day for it. Let's just batter on. Let's go. So I was just about to cover the side panels here, and I'm really tempted to do that. I'm going to do it. Problem is I've got some offcuts left from the anthracite that I've done the panels and everything in, and then I ordered some more from exactly the same company, and the problem is it's not the same. It doesn't match. So I'm going to make it a feature. So every exposed bit that I see now will have this other anthracite. Just add another slightly different look, like a two-tone effect. So I'm just going to run. It's 9 foot. I can't believe it. I've got 9 foot space. So I'm going to run 9 foot length here, and it has to go up about 2 foot just for these support bits here. It's a bit bright, isn't it? Which is great for September. So I'm going to start that now. I'll keep that panel off for now because I need it obviously to go on either side of the panel, and then I'm going to run some cable conduit for the light fitting that's going to go here. that's all done. Happy with that. That anthracite there will actually match the panel. I've left it rough cut, you don't need to see it. As long as the bits that are visually poking out are fine, we're grand. And then we'll look at maybe doing this in a second, because I can't put the panel on until I've got that done. So let's crack on with that next, shall we? Oh, today's not the day to be doing this sort of stuff, it's roasting. So, it's not pretty, but it doesn't need to be because I've got panels. So, and I'm not, once I've got this done, I don't need the spare carpet. So I'm basically oversizing the cuts because I can afford to. I might try and stick that stuff back on, just the wee trim. I don't know, probably won't. So I'm gonna crack on with this other side, and then I can start thinking about making a little porthole for the cables to run along the back. The only cable really I have to worry about is that far left one, but what I can do is I can run that across, or can I? What have I done? Yeah, I'm gonna, oh yeah, right, so I've got loads of channel space here on there. I just carpeted it just for the panels to sit in, really. Yeah, it looks alright. Yeah, I'll see how it looks when I get the panels in, and then I'll start thinking about the cabling routes. Do you know what I really like the idea of? Surface channels. I do like the idea, maybe just a bit of flexi pipe mounted. I don't see why you have to hide everything. I'll give it some thought. I'm in no rush. Well, I say I'm in no rush, I want to get it done this week. But yeah, I'll give it some further discussion-y thought in things. Anyway, better go before music comes on again and wrecks the copyright. See you in the next bit where I do the other side. Take care. In fact, what I'll do is I'll not film the next bit. There's no point. It's just me rubbing glue into my fingers and breathing it in. If you're doing, just a little tip, if you're doing glue on the inside of your van, even if the doors are open, get a mask. You're a long time dead. Alright, so protect yourself. These are quite dangerous fumes, and I don't want anybody dying on this. The outside stuff, it's alright because it's fresh air, but inside your van, it doesn't really get a chance to escape. I've got the doors open and everything, but it doesn't help. Alright, so wear a mask, people. Public service announcement. Bed's fitted, panels on. I was going to put a speaker in here. Well, there's a hole cut out for a speaker. I don't want a speaker in here, not bothered. So I'm going to get a little VW logo thing and make something to sit there. Light fitting wiring's ready. I'm going to surface mount some cable ducting. It's just really so I don't have to take panels off. If I ever decide to add something else like an LED strip, I can just feed it into the power conduit cabling ducting. This fits perfectly. I've not wired it in yet, I've nailed it in yet. Problem is I need to measure the depth of these struts supports. So I'm going to just drill a little pilot hole, put a nail through and see how big that is, and then drill a hole through, measure the width of this carpet on the board, just so I don't go too far and put a hole in my roof. So I need to make sure I get the right length screws for that. But today I want to get the cabinets, start putting them into the right position, and then I can start wiring in everything behind it, or I've got to put the panel in, but whatever. Today's the day. I'm going to go to IKEA. I've sized everything out, so I'm getting a 80 centimeter cabinet here. I'm going to get a 100 centimeter cabinet here with 37 centimeter depth, and then I'm tempted to get an 80 and a 40. So the 40 is going to be to sit here and hold the fridge, and then the 80 is half. One door will open when the seat's in the bed mode. One of the doors will open, there's space enough for that, and then I can put the potty into the side, and then if it needs any access to anything else, you know, before you put the bed out, lift the toilet out and just have it near the door. And then we've got room for anything else on the other side of that cabinet. So it's really just for that, just a bit of storage. I'm going to keep it one level. We both have laptops and things like that, and I usually tend to leave things sitting out at night. So to put a big cabinet in here is just a waste of space, and it won't sit all the way up to the roof because the roof's higher than the maximum cabinet height, so there's no point. It'll just look terrible anyway. And it means then if we're lying in bed, we can put stuff, like drinks and what have you, books and iPads and everything. So we've got a full nice length, and we'll put a little bit extension side here because the two cabinets that are going to go here, I've got 80 centimeters to play with. I've just answered one of my own questions there, so it's two 40s. Yeah, so I can't do an 80, so it's going to be 40, 40, and a 60, and then an 80, and that will take me to 260 centimeters. Don't quote me on the maths. I'm going to second check it while we're in IKEA. So the wife's coming along with me, so we're going to do a little bit of a road trip and spend some money in the guts of about 500 quid. So I've got all my drawings. All my drawings here, and then we'll explain to the gentleman what we need to do. So road trip. Have fun. See you in a bit. Bye.